Hey, this is Cam.
And I'm Christian.
And this is Super Lilly
Brothers.
Super Lilly Brother. This is Super Lilly Brother. Okay, Christian, you're supposed to follow me on Super Lilly Brothers.
Super Lilly.
Okay, close enough for a first episode. That's not a big deal. Christian can feel this out in the future. We're gonna go ahead and what are we playing today, Christian?
Play some good old Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Oh my gosh, this game, I freaking love this title screen in particular. I remember when I was a little kid pulling this sucker up and listening to it. I love this song so much.
Can you believe this came out in 2002?
2002. Oh my god. Freaking 10,000 years ago it feels like. And yet also yesterday.
I was about to say it came out before I was born.
Not that early.
That's not even a little true.
That's not even remotely true. Not on the same page as true.
Nope.
I've always loved that opening song. It just like makes me want to go on an adventure on the sea.
I like the song. I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I mean, this part is always weird. I always think there's drift because you can't use a control stick for some God knows reason.
I love this game on the GameCube, and I really love what they did when they were porting it over to the Wii U. But there really are just a handful of things, like changes that they made to the controls, that really irritate me in just small ways. And that's one of them, like trying to mess around with like the menus on this, and then trying to like aim with the bow and arrow in this game. It's like I feel like if I barely tap it, like Link is gonna like just go absolutely insane across the entire thing.
Well, this is hands down. This has got to be the best.
Timbo.
There's no
like.
No, this is happening.
Okay, I guess.
This isn't a conversation.
I feel like the Jimmy Neutron, but with a Timmy spin to it. Hey, Jimbo! It's the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah.
Like if they got amalgamated in some way.
Timbo Turbo.
Timbo Turbo. Oh my gosh, dude! I am so pumped to play this game.
I think this has to hands down be the best remake of a Zelda game.
Yeah?
In my opinion.
So it beats out like Ocarina 3DS and Majora's Mask?
I just think everything about this game is just like so definitive to the original. Even though the original does have a lot like of nostalgia.
Yeah.
This one, it has like the sail, you have the graphic. The graphics are perfect in this game.
Oh my gosh.
They're so good. And you have the sail, and just everything is better. Everything is just improved just perfectly.
Yeah, it's not even like this obvious huge improvement. It's tweaked. You know, it's like the sail just needed to be improved just slightly.
I think even the graphics, like, they still look amazing.
Yeah.
Even now.
Like the graphics on the GameCube. I mean, this is every single YouTube. Like, the cel-shaded graphics, they've aged so well. But Twilight Princess, wah 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 wah.
Fun fact: people didn't like the graphics when it came out.
Yeah, but people really came around. Look how time has changed people's opinions on that.
I wasn't even in the Zelda fan base during that time.
Yeah, me neither. I always hear that story, but I wasn't around for it. This was I remember way back in the day when I was playing this game on the GameCube demo disc that came with the original 5. Yeah. So that's how. So for me, it was like, oh, this is just Legend of Zelda. I didn't have any context for like that epic trailer that's so famous. So
I do really like. I kind of, there's a little part of me that wishes that was real, but like, still, this is one of the most special games in the world to me.
It is. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. ... There's a cover of this song on YouTube that's like so amazing. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. I always love the aesthetic of this little bit here, with the paintings. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. I remember when I was a kid, but then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, no one showed up. Oh, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if it was from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the dark away and gave land light. When I was a kid, I didn't have any context for Ocarina of Time, so this was the cool, it really made that game seem like a legend to me. He traveled through time to save the land and was known as the hero of time. I was like, I don't know who that is. That sounds awesome. I want to be the hero of time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend.
And also, it's kind of dark, too.
Yeah.
This part.
But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. That gets referenced later.
This part is kind of, scary.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's everything was fine last time you played a Zelda game. Now, everyone you know has been dead for years.
With the music, too.
Yeah.
This God's gift of music.
Oh, I love it so much. I always thought Ganon looked there kind of like Calamity Ganon does later.
Maybe a little bit.
I can see the similar aesthetic.
This shot right here, that's film. That is cinema.
And you could actually translate that highly in text too with the Hyrule Historia, I think.
Is that true?
I
is
think
all that true?
So. I'm 90% sure, but someone down in the comments is surely gonna correct me.
I know Nintendo doesn't put any energy into the lore for this. Everything they do with the lore is just because the fans asked them to.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they actually did that on purpose.
That's interesting. Because I know that one of the reasons that I got into Zelda was because I love that shot right there. But one of my favorite parts about the lore from this series is it wasn't just made by Nintendo. It was made by a partnership between Nintendo and the fans. They kind of worked together to create this. Or at least that's how it kind of feels. They definitely had a timeline of some sort in their mind. You can see each game is linked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah. But they it's not there's nothing else. There's no other lore that's like that where they kind of work together to create this.
I mean, I don't think Nintendo would have done anything if the fans weren't pleading on their doorstep to have some kind of timeline, because it seemed like there should have been a timeline. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is true," but Nintendo was always like, "Oh, we don't actually care, but if you want something, we'll give it to you."
Yeah, it's they they definitely had you can tell Ocarina of Time was supposed to be a precursor to A Link to the Past. And A Link to the Past was supposed to be a precursor to Zelda 1 and Majora's Mask. Each game definitely is a sequel or prequel to one of the games. And in this game, obviously, it's hey, we came after Ocarina of Time. But
this game has its own timeline, basically.
It does. And it gets its own timeline, but you can kind of tell, they were a bit confused, and so they ended up splitting it into the three. Because the reason that all those theorists were complaining, were complaining or trying to figure out
a jump scare right here.
Brother,
it's like a demon voice.
Brother, I knew you would be here. That sounded more like Batman than a demon.
Brother.
Hey, this is my favorite spot to gaze at on the scene when I play with the gulls. I call it Batman's Lookout.
Sorry. Ariel's Lookout.
So do you remember that day? What day it is today?
I couldn't give less of a...
He looks so incredibly high right now. You're still half asleep, aren't you?
So baked from last night.
Sleep is really got to have a lot of quotes around that word. Sleep.
Yeah. Everything is just some kind of metaphor for something else.
Big brother, it's your birthday.
Wait, what?
those big old cat eyes, and they were like, "Oh, we want to make Link more expressive in this game," so they just gave like these massive cat eyes.
I wish everything had like a cartoon effect with like boing, 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 like every time he does that or something.
No way!
Auga!
That's why Grandma's house has been waiting for you. Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. Way to leave her hanging, Link. It's a good thing I came to find you. Like,
nope.
She's super passive aggressive.
It's like nobody can remember what they were doing before the game started.
You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think?
They're all like, actually, I can't remember what I was doing last night. Do you remember what you were doing?
I feel like all of reality came into existence about 10 minutes ago when they hit the start button on the GameCube.
This becomes a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it's like a super like metaphorical, like, this is what video games do.
Everything becomes a social commentary.
Well, that's how Black Mirror is, right? It's like every single episode is, yeah, but what if this inanimate object was alive?
It's like Pixar, but terrifying.
Yeah, it's like if Pixar and The Twilight Zone had a baby.
Yeah.
I was half expecting a Korok to pop out when you threw that rock. You found me!
What are they calling this game again? They just called... Okay. This absolutely repulsive monster of a child. Is this the... Oh, wait.
No. You take that back. That's
I freaking hate you.
Screw you, kid.
Just punt him into the sea.
Normally everybody hates my brother.
This kid, like, loves me. I'm just like... absolute monster.
I hate you. This guy looking around for his pig. Gosh, look at this. This is so beautiful. Like, what I love about how they redid the graphic, like, a problem I had with the Twilight Princess remake was they didn't do much. And everything that they did do to the graphics made it look worse. You know?
I remember they used to have this in every game, like some kind of clever things, like this is how you lock on.
Maybe you should hit the ZL button.
Who are you talking to?
What's a ZL button?
Everyone just thinks he's like insane.
I just did that, old man.
You said that already.
But that's the that's what I love about it, is like when they updated the graphics on this, they didn't go ridiculous, they didn't go crazy, they didn't ruin it. They just kind of...
Oh, this kid.
Yeah, oh
this
no.
Absolute
This
retard. I hate this kid.
Oh my gosh. Freaking terrifying little child. Your grandma was calling for you, Timbo. And so was my mom.
I'm sorry. I can't talk to you. You just, can you please? That looks like your son. He's like wearing the same outfit and everything.
My little baby boy, when he grows up, just has a little snot bubble that grows up.
Yeah, even when he's like 20, he still has...
Hey, Cam, how's it going?
Everyone tries to talk to him, but is just insanely distracted.
Oh my gosh, this song right here. This is my favorite version of the house song. I love the instruments that they use for it.
Oh yeah. They did remaster the soundtrack a little bit in this game.
It's like everything else. They just tweaked it. Timbo,
Timbo.
try these on. Time suddenly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Gross. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Try them on for Grammy.
If it gets hot, you can take off your shirt. Whatever feels comfortable, darling. Turns into Cruella de Vil.
I made these clothes out of Dalmatians. I found leaves. In the olden days, we used to always use puppies to make our heroes' clothing. Nowadays, I suppose Orca does it for us.
You dang millennials. Definitely just was naked right in front of her.
Isn't that nice, Timbo? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit.
I think this name's working out for us.
Yeah, I like Timbo.
This works.
Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party. So make sure I don't know, leave the island after I spent hours and hours and hours putting this together. I mean, I know there's only like 5 people who live here, but don't like blow us off or something. I put a lot of work into this.
It's all in one text box. I'm like, you get so fast. God, shut up.
Sometimes I view her as like extremely passive aggressive. No, I sure do hope nobody leaves me here.
What is this?
This is first person mode.
What in the world?
Did you know the original Legend of Zelda was supposed to, or the original Ocarina of Time they almost made in first person? Like it was gonna be playable.
Wait, hold on. You can do that in this game though?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
I think you're very limited on what you can do in first person, but yeah. I think that's only in this version of it too.
I played this game like more than any other game, and I did not know this.
Wind Waker Virtual Tour. Welcome to Wind Waker Virtual Tour. This is Outset Island, a beautiful, sunny island on the outer limits of the Great Sea.
I'm gonna take this pot with me throughout the entire game.
This is the pot we were talking about earlier. I think you have to go to Orca next, if I'm not mistaken.
This is my burden to bear.
Now you can't get it. That's good job. Rupee.
Rupee.
Eat the rupee. What exactly is he supposed to be doing there?
Karate crowd.
Timbo, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero.
I wish he died in this game, but like Master Oogway in Kung Fu Panda or something. He just like evaporates into the astral plane.
This is my time to go. You must build strong muscles from now on. You can come at the perfect moment. I was trying my rolling attack by not rolling at all. I was just kind of punching the wall. Allow me to teach you.
Turns out he's just insane.
Yeah, he's not actually like a wise. Like Link's like,
yeah.
Oh, what a wise old teach.
He's like facing a different direction the entire time. Where'd you go?
Oh no, where did that boy go? I think you're supposed to roll into the wall.
Yeah.
And piss off the guy. Such a racket! Can't you keep it quiet? Knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Does he think that's his brother, and he just called him a hooligan?
They are brothers, right?
Yeah, they're brothers. That's why they're always fighting.
I never remember the other guy's name.
Sorry about that little time skip there. We had to go pick up our food. But anyway... That was the weakest burp. You like leaned over into the mic to burp, and it was like this
gonna be super powerful like 10 seconds ago, and then I waited for you to be done.
That was very anticlimactic. But you need the talent to make it into the world today. You also be bold, and at the end, I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Well, I don't have a choice, so I can't speak.
I can't say anything, and it feels like you assume. You kind of fill in the gaps yourself.
Well, sword fighting in this game is some of the best.
Yes. It is absolutely brilliant.
What did he tell me to do? I didn't even read that.
I don't know. But it really doesn't matter because it's actually looks like we're about out of time.
Oh.
So
Maybe
we
next
will
time.
see you guys next time right here on the channel.
Later.
You know what to do.
And if you don't, ask someone.